We are finally back to
The Nest. And just in case you forgot,
Wednesdays are awesome.
They tried to replace us.
No one was as good.
They didn't have matching haircuts.
They didn't have any braces.
And they weren't named Esnader Villanueva
Or Aaron Barañón. We are back at it again with an all-new crew.
Did you receive a call from Mr. Austin this past week about your private data being released? So did I. Sonia Pelayo reports.
Every student attending a public school will have their private information released on January 25th. Students with disabilities aren't getting the proper education that they need, and in order to track these students, they need to release all of the student records. This information includes their name, address, social security number, and the disability of the student, if any, meaning that the disclosure of student information will be released and possibly abused. How do you feel about the Morgan Hill lawsuit?
I'm pretty disappointed about it. I understand the concerns of the people that brought the lawsuit because they want to make sure that education is equitable and that students with special needs are having their needs met, which I fully support. However, as a result, all students are going to be impacted.
The lawsuit, in my understanding, is about protecting student privacy. And they're worried about people accessing their medical records regarding possible disabilities they may have. So I think the lawsuit was designed to give the parents and students over the age of 18 the option to refuse to disclose that information to protect their privacy. I think they're worried about hackers and other people getting access to that information that they don't want out there.
I'm concerned about so much student information out there. I think as a parent and as a teacher, I would be really concerned about outside entities having access to my students or my child's records.
How will the lawsuit affect the students?
Well, hopefully it doesn't affect students at all. It's just sort of a crazy situation. It's the first time ever that a court has ordered the state of California to release student information. Normally, there's a ton of controls and laws that protect the release of that student information. I hope it doesn't affect us at all. I just think that parents really ought to know that they have an option to say, don't include my students' information in this release.
What can students or parents do to help?
So on the Hoover webpage and in the attachment we sent home to all parents in an all call last week, there's a simple one-page form that parents can fill out. They have to mail it by April 1st, I believe, to make the deadline and prevent your information from being included in the release. That's really the only thing you can do. The Hoover webpage has the link to the download. It's available in both English and Spanish, and you're going to need to put a stamp on it and mail it to Sacramento so that court gets your name and takes you off the list.
Any student who has or is attending a public school in California since 2008 will have their private information released. If you are 18 or older and you may oppose to having your private info released, by filling out the objection disclosure form, you can access this form at the Hoover website.
Did you hear about our school's recent wins? Lily takes over sports and brings you all the goals, points, and Hoover spirits.
Hello, my name is Lily Tier and I will be catching you up with this week's Nest Sports. This week was senior night for our soccer, basketball, and cheerleading team. Let's head out to the soccer field to get started.
Last Thursday, varsity girls soccer played their last league game against Crawford where they said their goodbyes to their lovely seniors. We get an interview with senior Jamie Muniz about senior night.
What has been the highlight of playing soccer for Hoover? The highlight of playing soccer for Hoover has definitely been getting the chance to grow a bond with my teammates and have fun on the field while fighting for every win.
Since you're a senior, how does it feel to know that this is your last soccer game?
It's extremely upsetting knowing that I won't be able to play high school ball anymore, especially my last game since of my injury. But all I got to do is keep my head up and remember the memories of the games that I was able to play.
With the great play, girls soccer was able to tie the game up with a score of 1-1. Good job and goodbye to our Lady Cardinals. Last Friday, varsity boys soccer also celebrated senior night where they said their goodbye to 6 seniors. They win against Crawford, winning with a score of 3-0, with an overall league score of 5 wins, 5 losses, and 6 ties.
How did it feel playing your last game?
Well, I mean, it was an honor, and it's my last game, high school. Getting ready for professional. Real Madrid, here I come.
How did it feel being a part of the soccer team?
It's a very great experience that like everybody would want to live, you know. It's fun and you have to be determined to do it.
Good season to our soccer teams, and see you next year.
Next, we head indoors to say goodbye to our senior basketball players and cheerleaders.
Senior night for boys and girls basketball and cheerleading was celebrated on Friday. Varsity girls basketball said goodbye to their 2 seniors, Shaza Jalima and Alvia Fully-Love. They played their last game for the season against Mira Mesa, losing 19-16. Good season, girls, and keep working hard. Another senior night was celebrated for cheerleading. The cheerleading team said goodbye to 6 of their seniors. Thank you to the cheerleading team for always keeping the Cardinal spirit during fall and winter sports. Lastly, basketball celebrated senior night to their 5 seniors. They played their last league game against Mira Mesa, keeping a close game throughout the match, however losing by 2 points with a score of 65-67 with an overall league score of 11-14. They will be having their first playoff match at Rancho Bernardo today at 7, so make sure to support your Hoover basketball team. That concludes this week's sports. See you next time.
The spring sports season is here. Make sure you get out there and participate, Cardinals. Connect to Work is a program that gives many students benefits, from internships to knowing how to dress for success. Miss Sao Chinchilla sits down with Miss Karina Robles from the International Rescue Committee on the red couch.
Good morning, Cardinals. Welcome to the red couch. My name is Misael Chinchilla, and I am your host for today. We have a very important special guest in our studio today, so please, she is from the IRC, so please give a very welcome to Miss Corina Robles.
Hi, Misael. Thank you.
Thank you for being in our studio today. And we have some couple of questions that I would like to ask you.
Of course.
So starting off, number 1, what is Connect to Work about?
Well, Connect to Work is a program from the International Rescue Committee. And what we focus in Connect to Work is on career development and academic support. And so in this program, Hoover students enter a work readiness training class where they learn to build their resume, cover letters, and improve their interview skills for any interviews with employers in the community or with college applications. And we also offer a variety of academic activities such as career explorations and paid tutoring as well.
Wow, so it's basically preparing for the future, for the outer world, so once they are out of school.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so number 2, how long is this course?
So the work readiness training class, we offer it for 1 semester. But students remain in the Connect to Work program even after they complete this work readiness training.
Wow, really interesting. So it's like a semester long.
Exactly. It's 1 semester, but while they're attending this class, they can still participate in the program in other ways, such as the career exploration field trips or coming in for tutoring or other recruitment events in the community. So there's a variety of options for them.
Okay, that is really interesting. And finally, last question. After Hoover students complete the class, what other opportunities can Hoover students apply to and to seek into it, such as jobs, internships, or any kind of careers that they're interested in?
Yeah, so after they finish the work readiness training, the students hopefully have prepared for interviewing, for applying for jobs and internships. And so now they have the skills. So we show them their options. And so we work with a lot of community partners where they can intern. And so we pay them to do those internship hours. Or they can also search for a part-time job or a summer job. And so we assist them for that. And so we're still there after they graduate that program. And they can still participate in a variety of ways until they graduate, basically.
So it's basically that they have a job, but for being in a program and getting paid for tutoring, right?
Exactly. So we motivate Hoover students to continue being active in the program by paying them to be active in every single activity.
Wow, this is a really interesting program. So for all Hoover students, if you guys are interested for jobs or internships or for preparing for outside after high school, this program is a really interesting for all Hoover students. So thank you very much, Ms. Corina,
Thank you, Misael.
for being in our studio today.
Great to be here.
And we'll see you next time. Go Cardinals.
Snyder, I'm your best friend, right?
Sure.
How did we even meet?
We were at Cardinal camp, and you asked to go to the bathroom with me.
This week in QQ, Victoria goes out to ask how you met your best friend.
Hi, my name is Victoria Heredia, and I'm your new host for the QQ this week. And we're asking, how did you meet your best friend? Hey, how did you meet me?
I met you on behalf of my cousin.
I met you because we have a class together.
So I met this girl when she was new at Wilson and nobody liked her, and so I decided to take her in.
It's true, no one liked me, but I met her when I was a new kid.
We actually met during summer.
At a DJ Khaled concert.
I met my best friend when I was 5 years old at Chuck E. Cheese.
I met him while I was ditching and I was just walking around.
Through cross country.
Cross country?
But we went to Camp Lead, so we went to camp together, and then we started hanging out, and we got to meet each other a little bit more, so we just became best friends. Dorothy?
Because of soccer. Life made us friends, but soccer made us brothers.
I don't have friends. I think you can tell why.
I met her in the 5th grade, and then a month later, we met her in middle school. Yeah, KDA. In freshman year in guitar class, I just started talking to her, and that's how
She's your best friend?
Yeah, Mariah.
How did you meet your best friend?
I met her on Facebook.
We were at a party, and somehow I just ended up in her house, and I don't know. Then we just became friends from there.
I would say Clark. I met her through another friend.
I met him in freshman year.
I met her in 2nd grade. I don't remember how, but we just started talking, and we were just until now.
We first saw each other in 6th grade camp, but then we actually met and became friends in French class in 7th grade.
In 7th grade in history class.
I met Kyle at football practice. Hi, Kyle.
Shoot, I don't got a best friend. Everybody in this school is fake, so.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Cardinal Calendar.
Community College Family Night is Thursday, February 25th at 6 p.m. in room 1103.
This Saturday, February 27, is Hoover High School Alumni Baseball Day at 9 a.m. in the baseball field. If you'll be attending, contact Coach Tucker.
Also, this Saturday is the 4th annual City Heights Runners at Choyas Lake at 8:30 a.m.
If you're interested in community college, you can start applying Tuesday, March 1st.
And finally, FAFSA and Dream Act applications deadline is next Wednesday, March 2nd. Be sure to talk to your girls' advisors.
And that's a wrap for this week's Cardinal Calendar.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you tune in next week.
We just want everyone to know that you are awesome. Stay positive and classy, Cardinals.